Greetings. My name is Jaquel Pitts. I am doing a pilot podcast. A pilot podcast. This is a pilot. We're testing this podcast out. We are going to be talking about basketball, entertainment, women. I've coached college basketball for 4 years. I'm currently coaching in the minor leagues right now, but I'm not really going to. Give me 1 second. I'm waiting on my co-host.
Might be longer. Hello?
Ken, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to see you, brother.
It's good seeing you too.
Thanks for joining me on my podcast, man. This is just a little quick 15-minute podcast, man. We're gonna be talking about basketball,
Okay.
women, entertainment, Hollywood, podcasting, streaming, media. What it takes to be a streamer, what it takes to be a blogger, things of that nature.
Okay.
So the first question I'm gonna ask you is, how long have you been in the streaming social media business? How long have you been doing this?
Probably for about like 4 months now.
Okay.
Going on like no. I'll say like 7 months now.
So how do you like it so far? How do you like it so far?
It's fun as hell. It's fun as hell because it's something that I want to do. You know what I mean? But in terms of like, hold on. But in terms of like doing it, like it is a little tedious, and of course it is like, it is kind of like nerve-wracking in terms of like, it is kind of in terms of like just having to do the work. You know what I mean? Editing this shit. I mean, my bad for my language. I mean, editing this stuff. Just being consistent, waking up. It's days where you might not feel like doing it. You feel what I'm saying?
So what do you say to yourself to motivate you to persevere through the obstacles such as the work that is associated with this business? Like when you're having tough times, what external factors of motivation do you focus on to push yourself?
I really just focus on just moving forward, and like I look at the days ahead. I look at the months ahead. Like I'm looking at myself like I can't wait to see where I'm gonna be at in 6 months, into a year, or to where I'm gonna be at in maybe even 5 years. Like I just try to keep my head down and stay consistent and just not worry about what's going on right now, because this social media and like this social media content creating, whether you a streamer, a YouTuber, a TikToker, an influencer, like you feel me, you do reviews or whatever, it's all like, you never know like what's gonna happen. Like you feel me, I could be doing this for 5 years and nothing happened. I never get no recognition. I never get any whoop-de-whoop, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But I think like having like a set plan and like having like dreams and aspirations and goals and stuff is kind of what I feel like what will keep most people going, just like anything in life. You know what I mean?
So what is your plans to obtain more recognition, like to get on the level of a DJ Academics or, some of the other influencers that you see out there that's generating a lot of traction right now? What's your plans to get on that level?
Something I've been thinking about, it's kind of scary to get at that level. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm like, it's going to happen eventually. Like, I feel like we've had this conversation before, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's going to happen. If I stay consistent enough, I mean, it's going to happen eventually. You can't try to turn what things are meant for you. But that level is scary, man. Having 50,000, 20,000 people watching you and hearing your opinion. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and your opinion actually means something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so, go ahead.
I was going to say, how influential you are, because I noticed you've been doing this for a while. So what is your feedback from your fans? Like, what type of influence have they indicated to you that you have? Like, what type of comments that they've been providing you that let you know you have some type of influence?
I don't know if it's necessarily like people. Chat, what y'all think, chat? Because I'm live streaming right now. Chat, what y'all think? What type of influence do I have? I don't think in my opinion, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what type of influence I have personally because not a lot of people tell me like, oh, Ken, you motivate me to do X, Y, and Z, or, you know, I watch your stream. So like, you know, I don't get that on the daily to where like I know, cause like, you know what I'm saying, actively what's going on. Like I might get it here and there. Like I might go out. Like I made a vlog one time. I went out, some random kid that I guess I knew from back in high school. That when I was in high school, he was like in middle school type shit. But my high school was my school was K through 12. You feel me? So we was all in the same building. But he came up to me, was like, man, I be seeing you on Instagram. Just keep doing your thing. And I'm like, bro, for me, that was like, bro, I didn't even. That shit was like out the blue. You know what I mean?
So how did you feel when he first said that to you?
Just keep going, man. That means I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? Because so much we worry about. So much we worry about like, oh, are people watching? Oh, am I doing the right thing? Like, oh, you may feel stagnant, right? But like, I feel like a lot of it goes to just like, you know what I mean? It just goes into like actually doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people being there to show you that you're doing it. You feel me?
Now, how many followers do you have on TikTok right now?
On TikTok, I don't have that many on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Okay. What would your estimate be if you had to take an estimate?
I could tell you exactly how many I got on TikTok.
Yeah, how many exactly you got?
On TikTok.
Oh,
I gotta go to my phone. Damn, I don't know. On TikTok, I might have I think like 100 and something followers on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
My YouTube is where I have the biggest following.
How many followers you having on YouTube?
No. My Instagram and my YouTube are right next to each other.
Oh, okay. Now, how many followers?
Instagram, I have like 890 followers, and then on YouTube, I have like 780 something.
Okay. Now, have you made money off of YouTube or Instagram yet?
I have not made money off Instagram, and I have not made money off of YouTube. I have so with YouTube, they have like this base thing, so where like they show you like, okay, I have 426 followers on TikTok. W fucking chat, bro. I have 426 followers on TikTok. Yo, these niggas, yo, this is crazy. They just told me, bro. Nah, that's crazy. W them.
Wow.
That is crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Like they just pulled it up. I'm like, I don't even know, bro. They pulled it up and it's like, nah, that's crazy. No, that's actually wild.
Wow. So you say you haven't made money yet on YouTube? That's what you said? You say you haven't made money yet on YouTube? I wasn't really clear with your response. Ken, you still there? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's back. Yeah.
So you were saying you haven't made money, or you have? Have you made anything?
With YouTube, it's like an estimate. So like your estimated revenue that you would possibly make off of the YouTube channel.
Shout out to King.King. Yeah, go ahead, King.
Shout out to King. But yeah, so it's the estimate on how much you would potentially make. My YouTube channel is estimated at like $70.
So that's how much you made?
Nah, that's how much I'm estimating. Bro, if we going off how much I made,
yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know. I'll give a little game out for the people that don't know.
Please do.
To get paid on YouTube, you have to hit a threshold of $100. Right? So once your channel passes that estimated threshold of $100, then that's when you start making money. You feel what I'm saying? So my channel's only at 70, right? But if we going off of the super chats that I've made, nigga probably made like $400 off super chats. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
so break down the game of how you make money off of super chats. Like break it down to us, right, step by step.
Give me 1 second, because I was making some pizza and it's ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Give me like 3 minutes.
Go ahead. So while Ken is gone, I'll continue the podcast and talk about basketball right now. So right now, you know, we got Giannis and Dame Lillard. I want to know what y'all think about the Lakers winning the in-tournament season championship. Now, there was a lot of criticism about the Lakers winning the in-tournament season championship, whether or not, you know, I even saw speculation about whether or not they was going to do a parade. I saw speculation about whether the Lakers was going to pretend as if this was the real NBA Finals championship. I even heard rumors about, the Clippers is better than the Lakers. And there's a lot of criticism to LeBron James, the debate of who's the greatest player, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. Personally, I believe LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. Yes, Michael Jordan had the 6 NBA rings, et cetera, but LeBron James has provided consistency. Yes, Lakers is winning big, King. Absolutely. And by the way, that's my right-hand man right there, King in the chats, professional basketball player. He put a floater on the NBA guy. Man, that boy, that's that dude right there. But back to the Lakers, though. I got LeBron James, then Michael Jordan. And the reason why I got that is because LeBron James has a consistent amount of stat sheet. The stat sheet is filled. Yes, Michael Jordan has more rings, but Michael Jordan has some gaps in his career. And LeBron James is continuing to perform at an elite level. And I believe LeBron is he 39? Is he 40? And he's still averaging roughly 30 points a game. I believe, what LeBron James has done will never be duplicated. I don't believe Michael Jordan could do what LeBron James is doing. Playing at age 39, 40 years old. And I'm going to be honest with you. He might be playing with his sons 2 years from now. That's just how insane LeBron James is. I've never seen an athlete like LeBron. It's like he doesn't age. Yes, Michael did pave the way for LeBron. And don't get me wrong, Michael Jordan is a great player, but Michael Jordan ain't played 20 straight years. So you can't knock LeBron if, it's not his fault that Michael didn't play 6 straight years. Yes, he has more rings, but, Bill Russell got 11 rings. So, but I believe that LeBron James will win another NBA championship before he retires. Now, if he wins another championship before he retires, I believe it will further cement LeBron James's legacy as the greatest basketball player of all time. Now, I'm going to tell you why I kind of believe that LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. LeBron has lost 3 championship finals. But when you look at it, LeBron didn't have the pieces that Jordan had. LeBron had some nobodies. I remember, and so when you don't have a supporting system around you, it's going to be difficult to win. But as I said, how many points does Michael Jordan have? And how many points does LeBron James have? So what we got to do is we have to figure out what are the categories for who's the greatest basketball player of all time. Because everybody says Jerry Rice is the greatest football player of all time because of the statistics. But when it pertains to LeBron James, there's controversy. There's a question mark. There's hesitation. So how come there's no hesitation when it comes to Jerry Rice? It's because, I'm going to tell you why. It's because the people don't like LeBron James personally. Now, I tell you this, and he had to deal with people like Kyrie Irving. I guarantee you, if Kyrie Irving would have never left LeBron, he would have won 2 more championships. And so it's all good. Yeah. So yeah, okay. We were talking about LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Who you think is the greatest basketball player of all time?
As we like, how do you define greatness though? That's a question that needs to be asked too. You know what I mean?
Greatness is the definition of domination of your particular sport or craft at a consistent and elite level, just repeatedly. Not greatness doesn't mean one year I'm hot, but the next year I'm not.
Right.
Greatness means I'm hot every year. That's what that means.
All right. So if we going off of that, I got to go with LeBron James.
And why you go with LeBron James?
He's been the most consistent basketball player. He's played the most amount of years. Like, if we going off of just the definition, your definition of greatness, yes, Michael Jordan did do what he did, but he didn't do it at the for
Maximum
the
level.
duration that LeBron is doing it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Now, why do you think people hate LeBron James? Because that's what I believe. Do you believe that people hate LeBron James?
I feel like there's always envy. There's always envy in like people doing better than somebody else. It's a saying that I always hear. It says people want you to do better, but not better than them.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, do you think Kyrie Irving was justified for leaving LeBron James when he did? You think Kyrie should have stayed with LeBron?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business. Basketball is a business. If he felt like his business that leaving LeBron was a better business move, then yeah, I'm all for it.
Now, if you was Kyrie, would you have left LeBron James?
I mean, probably yeah. It's hard.
Why?
It's hard to be Robin and get out of Batman's shadows.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's tough though. As much as you love LeBron, I won a championship with you, bro. But like, I'm Robin, you Batman. It's hard for me to get out your shadows. You feel what I'm
saying? So sometimes you gotta be Batman.
Yeah. If you want to be main character, but see, this is the thing. Not everybody's built to be a main character. Some people just, hey, you a good sidekick or you a good role player. You feel what I'm saying?
Now, why do you think
Kyrie's
everybody?
A main character. He's always been a main character. You feel me?
Now, do you think had he continued to play the role of Robin, do you think they would have been dominant?
No, nah. Cause Robin never wants to be Batman.
Oh,
you feel me? Robin he never is like, hey, Batman's job over there looking cool. Like, I think I want to join. Like, I think I want to try to be like this nigga. Like, nah, Robin is cool with being Robin. You feel me? Kyrie wasn't cool with being Robin anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, recently, Russell Westbrook was recently with the Lakers, and the critics and scouts and media, we thought that Russ was going to have, some of us, not all of us, but we thought that Russ was going to have a terrific season. We thought that they were going to go deep in the playoffs with Russ initially when they signed him, but he didn't. Why do you think it didn't work out with Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers?
Honestly, in my honest opinion, I think that a lot of people can't play with LeBron. Yeah.
Could you play with LeBron?
Yeah, of course.
Now, last question. Go ahead.
Because I don't need the ball necessarily. Like, I can let LeBron run point guard, and like, you feel me? Sometimes I might run point guard. Sometimes I might run shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can slide over and like how Kyrie wanted to be Batman. Like, I don't have no problem if I need to be Robin. You feel me? To be Robin, shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, tell me. I know you played basketball for a long time. Tell me, how did you deal with the trials and tribulations? You had certain teammates that may have not been on the same psychosis as you. Like, they probably was focused on other things. They wasn't really focused on winning championships. Or how do you deal with that? Because that's the issue. The diffusion is what causes separation. When you have people that don't mesh well together, they just say, all right, I'm gone. I'm going to another season. I'm going to another team. So how did you deal with that? Because I know you played college basketball for about 2 seasons. How did you deal with that?
I guess it was different though. Like, my first year, I was a different type of person than I am today. You know what I mean? Like, my first year, I kind of just was like, fuck it. I'm just going to work around it. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, if this guy want to act like that, like, okay, that's cool. That's on him. Not knowing like that was going to impact the whole team as a whole. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So then my second year around came around. I just feel like I'm attacking the conversation. Excuse me, I'm confronting it. So like if I feel like it's an issue going on, I'm like, hey, bro, I feel like X, Y, and Z. Like, you feel me? We talking about it as men. That's one thing that I've come to learn to how to attack a situation. I I feel like there's no other way to do it though. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I don't attack it head on, like it's always gonna be that thought in the back of my head. Like I ain't really tell this you know what I'm saying? How I was really thinking. You feel me? And then I can't expect somebody else to, how can I put this? Like if I never communicate to you what my issues is, I can't never expect you to fix it.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Oh, that's powerful.
Because how you supposed to know?
Mm. Mm. You're right about that.
Yeah, facts.
Now I got two more questions, and I'm gonna let you go. Now you have a powerful story because you played college basketball, but initially there were actually, according to you, I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, there were scouts who passed over you.
Yeah.
And there was a guy by the name of Coach Pitts, that's me, who saw you at
Yeah.
Tarkanian
Yeah, that's
Basketball
you.
Academy. Yeah, that's me. And gave you his card, and the rest was history. Now, the question is, what advice would you give to high school basketball players or even adults who are trying to play college basketball? They may be a year or two removed from high school, and they're thinking about giving up their goals or dreams of playing college basketball. What advice would you give to them? And just expound a little bit on your story, where, because I think you waited quite some time to play college basketball. So
Yeah,
go ahead, brother.
facts. Bro, quite some time is the understatement. Nah, like a year or two removed is like, that's not long enough for you to feel like it's over.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Nigga, because I waited damn near like 3-4 years type shit, 5.5 years type shit. Just for
How
my
did you do it? How did you do it? Because most people waiting 5.5 years is out of the question. They would have been doing something else. How
I
did you
think
do
I
it?
just I think I just have the like, for me personally, I have like the most confidence in myself. And I just believe in, bro, I just believe in myself, bro. Even with this streaming shit, this content creating shit, like anything in my life, and I learned this from basketball, is to just believe in yourself, bro. Like if you feel if you honest to God in your heart feel like I can play in college, and it's people telling you, because that was another thing too, is kind of people kind of telling me like, hey, where you play at? Like, oh, what? They not even telling me like after we get done hooping, they not even asking me like, are you in college? They asking me like, what school you go? Like, what school do you play at? You feel me? And every time after I'm hoop, I'm like, bruh, there's people telling me, it's college people niggas that play college telling me like, bro, what school do you go to? What conference you playing? You feel me? I'm like, bro, it like people telling me this, I gotta be doing something right, because I wasn't like that at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I made myself into a player like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, bro, you just gotta believe in yourself more than anything. Believe that you can do what you're that believe what that you can do what you're setting your mind to. Right? So like if you setting your mind to be able to, if you're setting your mind that you want to be the most well-known wig influencer, if you're a woman, like then you do that. Every time you get a wig, review that bit. Every even if it's some little, like do it. You feel me? If you honestly believe, like you feel me, you're a college athlete, baseball, soccer, anything, and you honestly feel like you can do that shit, like just do it, bro. Believe in yourself more than anything.
Last question. What's next for Mr. Ken?
Damn, what's next? I don't think I've ever talked to you about this though, but like I don't really be having no plans.
Mm. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
have a
kind.
plan. You gotta have a plan.
But for me, it's been working. For me, like I don't like to do things that don't work. So for me, the last 7 years of my life is like having no plan has worked, right? Like I guess I kind of have a plan, but then at the same time I don't, cause like with basketball, right? As soon as I got out of high school, okay, I'm gonna pursue basketball. My only goal was to just get better and make myself a better basketball player. You
So
know what
let
I
me
mean?
ask you this. Do you have any aspirations of making money off of YouTube, Instagram? What was that other platform that you made $300? You said 400. What was it?
No, that was
What was
off
it?
YouTube. I made that shit.
No, it was another. It was another platform like Twitch or something. You
No,
said.
I didn't make no money off Twitch yet.
No. It was something. It was another platform. You said. You say you made like $400.
Yeah, it was off YouTube.
Oh, my
It was
memory's
off
bad. I
YouTube.
could
No,
have
it was
sworn you.
off YouTube because YouTube's the only thing I've really been consistently streaming on every day. Like with super,
Now
you
it
talking about
was
with super,
something. You said what?
you talking about with super chats, right?
Yeah. Super
Yeah,
chats. Yes,
that's
super
YouTube.
chats.
That's YouTube. So
Okay.
basically,
So go ahead.
so YouTube is basically like, you know how people commented on the live, right?
Hmm.
With YouTube, it's like this thing where you can do super chats. So like, you have the people that are commenting like regular, and then you have like the
Yeah.
super chatter. Their message will pop up like this big in the chat for you, not for the viewer, but for me, the
Hmm.
streamer. It should have popped
Hmm.
hella big. It'll show like the dollar amount and the message that
Hmm.
they sent. You know what I
So
mean?
do you plan one day to make, $1,000, $2,000 or higher off of super chats?
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the
So
goal,
what is
but
your plan? What's
that's
your
not
plan
like
to accomplish that?
you
That's
know
not the mission. That's
that's
not the mission.
it'll be that's kind of like, okay, I like training kids, right? I'll train kids for free, but if they're willing to pay me, that's even better.
So, in regard to making, $1,000, or even more, has it ever came across that, maybe I need to modify some things, or maybe I need to create new strategies? Has it ever popped up in your head to
Every
make a
day,
little bit more money?
every
Mm.
day, every day I'm thinking of how I can be innovative, how I can add to my live streams, how I could be more attractive to the viewers, how I can interact with my chat more. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of that shit every day, bro. I'm really probably thinking of that shit every hour of the day. Like I'm going to sleep thinking about that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our time is up. Thank you for joining me
No
on
problem.
today's podcast. You
Yes,
came in for
sir.
me real clutch, man. I
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
this.
Anything you
Uh,
need, bro, just let me know. You know I'm always here.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. We signing off. Thank you
Yes,
all.
sir. Stay blessed.
Stay blessed.